It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Well, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it may be, wherever you are. My name is Holly Demott, and it's good morning where I am. I am on the East Coast in the United States. I am in the beautiful state of Pennsylvania. And one of the perks I love about what we do when we're building teams is the ability to travel and work with the teams and work with the people, feel their local culture and feel the local vibe. And, last night I was somewhere and I was like, I don't even know where I'm at. I knew I was like closer to Philadelphia, but I wasn't sure. And it's neat to explore the world that way, explore your country that way. And that's one of the things I absolutely love about this business. And I get to come on live with you. I don't have to come on live with all of you to really share about connecting and connecting something that I feel is very natural. And I want to pull that out of all of you, that natural piece of connecting. We're human beings. And, we thrive on connection. That's a lot of our business. Even if you're on here and you're saying, Holly, I'm an introvert, like this is not me. You know what? It is, though. It is. I know introverts in this business that do crazy successful. Like they're amazing. And it's genuine. You have to really get connected with people, get connected with yourself and have fun with it. And I want to give you some really great tips of what has helped me over the years of connecting and not having it feel forced. I think that's one of the things that I'd say an introvert may tell me is I don't want to feel like it's forced. And I agree. Nobody wants to feel that. Nobody wants to feel like you have to do it. You want to feel like you get to do it. You get to connect with people. You get to have amazing conversations. You get to understand. I love understanding more of the psyche of people. Just really like what makes them tick, what inspires them, what motivates them. And that so much can then lead into a match with yes, our products, yes, our business. Is it a match every time? No, it's not. And so that's my one of my biggest aha moments is not trying to make it a match for everyone. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to make it a match. I love to say that this may or may not be a fit for you. And I know it's worth your time to find out. I love saying that because that is truth. It may or may not be a fit. And who am I to say if it's a fit for someone? It's up to them. It's their life. My role, our role in this is to make that connection and have people feel comfortable with us, have them trust us, be like, I don't know what it is, but I trust, talking with her, him, either way. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I can listen to what they say and really take into account what should I do. Like you want people to feel that respect, where they and trust, respect and trust. And that comes not, it's not instant. That comes through connecting. So when you look at connecting, there's really two, I see it as two different groups. One, it's groups of people that you know, so you already know, and you're connecting with them about three. There's also reconnecting, where you're reconnecting with a past acquaintance or someone from college, university, someone from who knows, childhood. It's someone you're connecting with that you haven't for a very long time. So that would be a different type of connect, reconnecting. And then you have connecting where you're out at a coffee shop, you're on an airplane, you're sitting by someone, and you're striking up conversation and you're connecting. So there's lots of different ways to look at connecting. And no matter which way, one of my main tips is to smile. So smiling, that's universal all over the world. A smile. A smile is friendly. A smile is warm. A smile is welcoming. A smile. And that is something you can do no matter where you're at. If you speak the same language or not, smile. And even on the phone, when I'm on the phone and I smile and I'm talking, people hear that. I mean, look at right now. And so use that because your mood, your energy, your vibration is what really helps to attract them. And with being on the phone, I used to work in mortgages. I worked for HSBC for 8 years. And when I first started, I started entry level, kind of more entry level, and I had a mirror. I put a mirror right in my cubicle. And why? Because I needed a reminder when I had my headset on to turn and I would smile. I read about it somewhere that it was some tip with sales, and I put a mirror up, and then everybody in the office put a mirror up. Everyone, because that helped put you in this posture and this smile. So, one is you with connecting. It starts with you, it starts with your smile, it starts with your posture, it starts with your energy. And how do you want to show up every day? How do you want people to connect with you? Treat people how you would want to be treated, and it's friendly. And so, with connecting, I love to find commonalities. I love to find commonalities. I love to find the same interests. If I'm in even, yesterday and last night, like I'm in a state that I haven't spent a lot of time in. I don't know this state geographically. I don't know. And, but I love to hear that. I love to know, like, did you grow up here in this state? And I mean, I'm talking to people at our op meetings because I love to know that. We weren't even at an op meeting and I was asking someone about, so how did you end up here? Like, how did you decide this neighborhood? Like, I love to hear that because there's commonalities in there. And I can know then more about them to establish that rapport. So the key with that is genuine, being genuine when you're talking with people, conversations. And it's not just question, question, question. You're not like a machine gun firing off questions. It's not that. It's back and forth. It's a conversation. It's adding value. When you connect, you want to add value. And some of the value in there may be compliments. It's people love talking about themselves. They love it. They absolutely do. Get people on a roll talking about themselves, and that's you're going to see that. And it's neat because you could add value with that. And if there's room for adding three in there, then that I absolutely love to do the invite. If it's somebody that I'm like, oh, this is awesome talking with them, and I want to invite them. Do I invite everybody I connect with to take a look at three? I don't. And that may be a wrong answer. I don't though. I really feel it. It's something that I feel like I'm compelled, I want to invite them. And I mean, majority, yes, absolutely. If it's someone who may be a little more negative and I'm kind of like, I'm not enjoying this, and it just seems I still could do an invite, absolutely, and throw it out there. And if they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. And so the connecting piece is the biggest thing though, is that eye contact. So smile and then eye contact. When you look at people, when your eyes are locking and you're meeting, there's magic in that. There's communication happening between your eyes that you may not even realize. So if you're talking to someone and you find yourself looking up and you're not looking at them, why is that? You got to redirect and look and make eye contact with them. Eye contact builds trust. It builds trust when you're making eye contact. It's trust when people blink a lot. That usually kind of breaks up the eye contact. It does, and it even makes people wonder a little bit. So really try to make eye contact and be calm. I think blinking maybe some nervousness and stuff like that. So being calm, eye contact, and feel that out. How does that feel for you? Practice at home. Practice today with connections when you're out and about. Practice tomorrow morning. It's awesome. It's awesome to to play with that. And so smile, make eye contact, be genuinely interested with people, be genuinely interested in asking questions. And some of you may have heard the form, FORM. And this is a great, I feel like it's a great way to get started if it's something that you feel like, well, what would I even ask them? Okay, so if I was sitting by someone on an airplane, I simply like to say with that, are you going home? Are you coming from home? And that starts the conversation. And they say, "Oh, nope, I'm going home." I'm like, "Oh, were you on a work trip?" I just simply ask those kinds of questions, and that leads to talking more and more because then they turn and ask me usually, and then I share what I'm on a trip for and what I do. And so that's simple conversations, right? And I may throw in, oh, nope, I have my dog I gotta get back to, or else I do have kids. And so family is the first one. Family is the FORM. Family is the first one. Really talking about, their family and having and their kids and what they do, if they're a grandparent, all that. And you can see people light up with that. That's an easy conversation to start talking about that. Then the second one is occupation. Occupation is what they do. It's what they do for a living, it's what they do for work, it's what, their purpose is with professionally. And you may just simply say, "What do you do? What do you do?" And then they start talking about that. I mean, last night I was talking to a new person about what she did. And she's 13 years with the same company, works from home. Before it was cool, she worked from home from before COVID. And so it was neat to have that commonality of knowing what's working from home. That's a commonality. Oh, I do too. I love it. Like I wouldn't choose any other way. But I do love to get out. I do love to travel. I do love to earn trips. So that's even a commonality, like working from home. That's a commonality we have with people. And the third one is recreation. So R on form is recreation. Knowing what do you like to do for fun? And this one's neat because you hear all kinds of things. I mean, I love hearing it because some people have to think about it as well because it's something they've kind of shut off. They've shut off what they do for fun because they're working all the time, they're stressed, and this is where we can start unlocking that potential of what dreams could bring. Like, why not think about what it is that you love to do? And or you could relate to them and say, "Hey, I used to be like that." And until, I used to work I worked so many hours work in corporate. I mean, my life was work. I was at work doing it at the office. I was at home doing it. I was doing it on the weekends. I didn't make much time for personal time because I was so ingrained in my corporate job. And it took me being introduced to this amazing platform that opened my eyes up to live more, to have every day count, to live life every day like I want to live. Like if I were to say that to someone who's going through that, then you'll be like, it might shock them a little bit, but that may interest them, especially when I give them the invite, or they may be like, what do you do? And I should be, you should take a look. Okay, so the connecting piece leads into the invite. If you're feeling it, and it's not, the invite isn't just a black and white, like going for the jugular. The black and white, or the invite is something that you work in there, you work in the connecting. The M part of form is motivation and money. And, knowing you could tell with people with what motivates them when you kind of talk through family, occupation, recreation, and then really money, and finding out more about where they're, I mean, it's, you don't ask them how much do you make, absolutely not, but you get into talking about their dreams. It's really more dreams. How about that? Of where they want to go. And then the invite comes. So being connected and connecting with people is really about being genuine, genuinely interested in them, and having it be a conversation between you two, and adding value, adding humor. I was at a coffee shop last week, and Dr. Alicia Clevenger, many of you know who she is. She was there with me. We had a working lunch, and we had someone sitting right beside us from Denver, Colorado, really from Evergreen, Colorado, in the mountains. And she was there for work. And we struck up conversation, and we ended up talking to her for probably 15 minutes. We both have her business card. She has Dr. Alicia's card, and we made that connection. At the time, did we invite her to take a look yet? We have not. We know we're going to Denver. We know we're going to connect with her. I think Dr. Alicia has messaged with her already. But it took, we established rapport with that conversation. So have a little bit of patience with some of the people that you're speaking with, especially if you exchange information. And the people that you're meeting for the first time, say on an airplane, you have to get their information. You could absolutely extend the invite right then. So fill that out. I love to invite people. If I'm feeling it, I love to invite them. And I love to say, this has been awesome talking with you. And it may or may not be a fit for you. What I do, the products that I use are extraordinary. And I am a product girl. I just told you that. And be like, I really, really think that with you taking a look at this, you're going to find this intriguing. And it may be something you want to do. Would you be open? And that's it. And if they're open, you're like, awesome. You know what? I'm going to send you a quick video, and you can send it off the app, and let's connect. I want to watch this, and I can't wait to hear what you like best. And I can't wait for us to talk again, because you've established that rapport. You've established that trust and respect. Okay, so be memorable like that. And remember the smile. Remember that being kind, genuine, eye contact, and really making conversation. And it doesn't have to be long. Like connecting doesn't have to take a long time. Like if you're reconnecting with someone, I'll give you this tip. If I call someone and I haven't talked to them in years or even a long time, I will say, I will say, Sally, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I got a hold of you, and go, I know it's been years since we've talked, and I'm so happy that I have a reason to reach out to you. And first, how are you? So I don't just jump into three. I want to say, and first, how are you? So she knows there's a reason. I said there's a reason. So she's going to share with me how she is, and then we're going to get to the reason. So it doesn't look like it's only my agenda for the call. I really genuinely care. How is she? Okay, awesome. And adding value could be simply how you show up on that call, how you show up in person meeting with people. You uplifting people simply can, and holding space for them can actually be adding value, not just something you say. So your energy matters. Okay, hope this helps you guys. And I'm excited for more of us to all connect. And we have convention. Yeah, we have convention in a couple weeks in the United States in Salt Lake City. We'll see many of you there. And there's still time to keep inviting. We are. Invite, and it's going to be such an amazing event. And I look forward to seeing all of you. And I look forward to seeing all of you in Malaysia and Taiwan. I am so looking forward to that trip in July and have fun connecting. Okay, bye everyone.